Welcome to Our Stock Trades. In this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about why retail investors are dumb. Sadly, it's true. A lot of billionaires and hedge funds and institutional investors have this ideology and the belief that retail investors, unfortunately, do not know how to invest. And the sad truth of it is, it's true. Now, how do you blame retail investors when they have not actually sat through a financial education course, when they don't even understand what a balance sheet is, or income statement, or statement of cash flows, where basically their investment thesis is just basically get on your knees and hope and pray? Right? So I've been getting a lot of comments and seeing a lot of comments circulating around the web saying, this stock has crashed. What do you have to say for yourself? When I see comments like that, I just go like, oh my God, this person is so stupid. I mean, this person literally is attaching the meaning of a business to a stock price. And to me, that's a signal that this person is going to forever be poor. Okay. So unfortunately, in 2008, a lot of retail investors lost money. I know a restaurant owner I spoke to during the pandemic in 2020. He said, "You know what? I've been out of the stock market since 2008, and I feel great." More power to you, buddy. But do you know how much gains he lost on? He said he lost $200,000 because of the 2008 financial crisis. He pulled all his money out. And then all of a sudden, he basically ignored the stock market for about, 12 to 13 years, yay, right? 12 years. And he missed out one of the biggest, longest bull market in history. Okay? Now, if it was the dollar cost average, where would he be at right now? Unfortunately, retail investors like essentially to take the path that is outlined here by, I believe, a particular professor from a university here I can't really pronounce, okay? So, as you can see, once this institutions start loading the boat, media start after this, basically, institutional investors load the boat, get the money, and start buying a crap ton of the stock after it's basically crashed. Media starts coming in, and then they start to boost the stock up. Retail investors saying, oh my God, this is amazing. Let's get in. Things are about to go wild. Then stocks go past their intrinsic value. People become greedy. People start taking out margin, start basically taking out money from their house, maxing out their credit cards to go ahead and invest in the stock market. Then you get dilution, and then you get this new paradigm play that says, you know what? This is a brand new normal. AMC is not a fundamentals play. Let's keep pushing. But then the stock goes down. It starts to return back to the mean line regression. It regresses back to the mean value of where things are going to be. But people are basically in denial. Then you get a small increase in stocks. People are like, let's go back on it. They double down, and then we start to drop. We break all resistance levels, and the next one is around, Bitcoin at around $10,000 to $12,000. Then you get fear, okay? Then you get some people still resisting the ever-so movement that the stock prices are finally ascending down to their intrinsic and even below their intrinsic value, which adds a margin of safety, aka you buy now, you hold, you make money based on the financials and the fundamentals. But then once those unfortunate AMCers, they basically fail, they're going to go down to $5-6 of the AMC stock, and then there's going to be despair. Stock market's not for me. Stock market's terrible. XXYZ and all that crap. And then we return back to the mean, and then we start the whole cycle over again. Okay? But a lot of people say, where are we here? Right? I still think we're still in the capitulation phase. But if you look at each individual stock, they each have their own paradigm. They each have their own valuation, their own graph. Personally, I think Clover's down here because Clover started getting fear in November, while large caps have not, right? So, in fact, many people were placing money in large caps. So, unfortunately, I get all, these comments, and I see these comments, Clover is going to, it's dropped down, or this stock has dropped down, what do you say? The stock's been pumped. And a lot of the people that make this statement haven't even looked at the financials, haven't looked at, they are closer to profitability than they were ever before. They are going to become free cash flow positive by 2023. They haven't even looked at these companies, like, for example, Box, or let's say CrowdStrike, or another one that's I just analyzed, Open Door, just mentioning the recent ones that you can look at in the more recent videos. They make these statements without actually analyzing the data. Because why? Because that takes time. It's a cop-out. It's easier for them just to make these comments, to make themselves feel better, right? But what's going to end up happening, and you heard it here first, when in reality this has been going on for like a long time. A lot of people that sold out here, they're going to say, stock's going to start rising, going to go past the mean, going to grab media attention. People are going to say, oh, you know what? It's bullshit. Stock's going to fake out. There's going to be some drops. Oh, I was right. And then it's going to go back up. And then those same people, there's going to be probably, I would say 10 to 15% of them are going to go rebuy back up here. Rebuy when Clover is like $15, $20, $25. And the other part of that, maybe let's say 40, 50% of that 100% group is going to say, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. I think the stock market is unfortunately a gamble, and I don't even want to go inside of it, right? And it's unfortunate because 89% of the most wealthiest people in the world own stocks. And I'm sorry, they own the whole freaking market. They own 89% of the market. The top 10 richest people own 89% of the stock market. You're telling me that it's a gambling casino? I can make a bet that says that they have probably been in a casino less than you. Okay? So it's unfortunate. This may be the hard truth, but retail, unfortunately, sadly, will always be dumb. Not because they're intrinsically dumb. I do not believe that the person is dumb. I believe the system has been poised to generate systemic retail idiocy, like just idiotic thinking, because it all comes down to this guy right here, the media. Okay? Which is why people have turned to YouTube as a form of trying to figure out news, like, for example, clear value tax. So anywho, if you enjoy this video of me shitting on retail, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.